there. How are you today? Good. Well, since it's just me and you, I'm going to go ahead and take off my mask since we're socially distanced, you know. My name is Sarah Daly, and I am with the York Revolution here to talk to you about Blues Book Club. So, welcome to today's virtual Blues Book Club assembly. Blues Book Club is the reading program that we at the York Revolution have created to reward boys and girls like you for reading outside of the classroom. Do you like to read? Yeah! Me too. I love to read. All you have to do for the reading program is read 4 books and you'll get 4 awesome prizes. We've changed the book club this year to be contactless and virtual to ensure the safety of all participants, but you'll still get the 4 awesome prizes. To register for this year's book club, you're going to go to yorkrevolution.com/bluesbookclub to register.
For more information and to register for the Blues Book Club reading program, you'll go to yorkrevolution.com/bluesbookclub. At the top of the page, you will see Blue welcoming you into his reading program. You'll scroll down until you see Blues Book Club 2021 registration and boxes to fill in information. There, you'll fill in information such as email address, parent and child name, school name, teacher's name, and grade level. Once you hit submit, you'll be registered in the reading program and ready to read your books.
To wrap up today's virtual Blues Book Club assembly, I am going to read for you one of my favorite books, Curious George at the Baseball Game. Have you read this book? No? Perfect. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today, George and the man with the yellow hat were going to the ballpark to watch a baseball game. George couldn't wait to see what it would be like. At the baseball stadium, the man with the yellow hat introduced George to his friend, the head coach of the Revolution. He had arranged for George to watch the game from the dugout. What a treat! George got a Revolution cap to wear, then he sat on the bench with the players. He felt just like part of the team. The players cheered at a Revolution home run. George cheered too. The players groaned at a Revolution strikeout. George groaned too. Then, George noticed one of the Revolution coaches making funny motions with his hand. He touched his cap. He pinched his nose. He dusted off his shoulder. Thought George. Maybe this was another way to cheer on the team. George made some hand motions too. He tugged at his ear. He rubbed his tummy. He scratched his chin. Just then, a Revolution player got tagged out at second base. The player pointed at George. "That monkey," he said. "He distracted me with his funny signs." Oops. The coach had been giving directions to the base runner. George's hand signals had taken his mind off the play. Poor George. He had only been trying to be part of the team. Instead, the Revolution lost the chance to score. Poor George. George watched the rest of the game from a stadium seat. Or at least he tried to watch the game. There was so much going on around him. There was food for sale. There were shouting fans. There was a woman holding a big camera. The woman pointed her camera at some fans. And look, those fans waved out from the huge screen on the ballpark scoreboard. George had never been on TV before. He was very curious. What would it be like to see himself on the big screen? He soon learned the answer. It was exciting. George liked seeing himself on the screen. "Hey you!" shouted the camera woman. "Cut that out!" Uh-oh, George had gotten a little carried away. He ran off with the angry camera woman hot on his heels. In the busy stadium breezeway, George hid behind a popcorn cart. He waited for the camera woman to pass by. Just then, George heard a noise behind him. It was a quiet little noise, like a sigh or a sniff. What could have made that noise, George wondered. George turned. There, behind the cart, was a little boy, crying. George wanted to help. He crept out from his hiding place and over to the boy. Aha! There you are, shouted the camera woman, spotting George. Then the camera woman noticed the teary-eyed boy. She seemed to forget she was mad at George. I'm lost, the boy said. I can't find my dad. If only there was a way to let the boy's dad know where he was. But there was a way. The camera woman aimed her lens at the boy, and there he was on the big screen for everyone to see, including his dad. Within minutes, the boy and his father were together again, and the man with the yellow hat had come to find George. I can't thank you enough, the boy's father said to the camera woman. The camera woman shrugged. Don't thank me, she said. She patted George on the back. It was this little fellow who found your son. George was the star of the day. The end. And that, my friends, concludes our virtual Blues Book Club assembly. Wait, I forgot one thing. This year, as a special reward for one lucky reader, our friends at Wellspan are going to reward one student with a customized jersey like this one. So you'll get your own name and number on the back of a jersey. Thanks for joining me for today's assembly. Have a good day.
Although Blues Book Club is going virtual and contactless in 2021, we are still offering the 4 great prizes. For one book read, you'll receive a digital ticket to any York Revolution game in 2021 based on availability. For 2 books read, you'll receive a meal voucher along with the ticket. For 3 books read, readers will receive a special prize thanks to Wellspan Health in addition to the ticket and meal voucher. But that's all I'm going to say because I have someone else here to tell you what that cool prize is. Please welcome Meg with Wellspan Health.
Hi, I'm Meg. I'm the new athletic trainer for the Revs. I work through Wellspan. I work with the players every day to make sure that they stay healthy. And thanks to Wellspan, if you read 3 books, you're going to get this really cool headband.
And for 4 books read, you'll receive an exclusive Blues Book Club reading light thanks to Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK in addition to the other 3 prizes. Once you have read all 4 books and filled in your Blues Book Club bookmark, you'll return to yorkrevolution.com/bluesbookclub. This time, you'll scroll down until you see Blues Book Club Bookmark Submission. As with the registration form, you will fill in information such as email address, parent and child name, school and teacher name, and grade level, in addition to the titles of the 4 books read. Once completed, hit submit and your bookmark will be submitted. In the days or weeks after you submit your bookmark, a representative from the York Revolution will contact you with information on redeeming your digital ticket and claiming your other 3 prizes.